YouTube? It's your boy KBLX Realm here, and as promised, I told you I would bring you my dream team loadout lineup, loadout, whatever, for Amethyst cards, and so it gets a little tricky in here. I tell you what, man. So I built this lineup off the auction block. It took me about 50,000 MT. But this is actually really fun to do, and I've been wanting to do stuff like this because I have a God squad with nobody lower than a 98 on my other. I have two 99s of Chris Bosh, Bill Russell, and then I have like Steph Curry 98, like a God squad, right? So domination games have been just absolutely boring for me. So this is just like something you want to do if you just want to play offline. You could probably take this online and do very well, but I like to play domination and have just some fun with some players and some cards I've always wanted to use. It's not fun to just use your top lineup against bots. Like I literally played the Memphis Grizzlies my last game and I scored 88 points and they scored 14 on me. So it's like just going down there and scoring every single possession for, 4 or 5 minute quarters for 20 minutes and then doing that, to every team in the NBA is like, okay, it's kind of boring, right? So it gets boring after a while. Like first two times, you're like, yeah, I got 40 with Steph. Wow, I got 50 with Steph. Wow, I got 60 with Steph. Like, yeah, this is so fun, right? But after a while, you're like, okay, wow, I got 40 with Steph. Wow, I got 40 with Steph. But I have played games with Amethyst cards, it is a little bit more difficult, but it's not hard, right? So like they score like 30 on me and I score 80 on them. So it's not as hard, but it's fun to use these cards because you actually have to get open. You're not just pulling up off the freaking jumper with, I have a 98 Allen Iverson. You literally just run to the right of the 3-point line or the left and then just in mid run, just time your shot well and he's going to make it. So Allen Iverson is my favorite player of all time, along with Stephen Curry. They're about equal. So that's why we have them at the 1 and the 2. And then we have LeBron James, which I picked up. He was probably the most expensive one, I would say. I actually already had this Shaq, so I was really, because I actually bought this Wilt. I bought Wilt, and then this AD I bought a while back for another video. I bought that for this because I was going to put Wilt up here, and then I was going to put AD down here because I already had him. But I had the Shaq. So we got Limitless Steph, which is a very younger Steph. It looks like back in like 2010 Steph. We got Allen Iverson when he played for the Nuggets. We got LeBron when he played for the Heat out of the Nightmare Pack, which I actually found this card. I got him for like, actually, I was wrong. He wasn't. He was the cheapest. I got him for 1,800 for a 9.25. Like somebody must have just listed him. It was great. And I plan on grading the whole set, so you know how it is. I like to do stuff like that. So we got Kevin Durant on the Dreamers. What more could I want from a power forward? I got LeBron, and that would be the greatest duo ever, man. If you put Kevin Durant and LeBron on the same team, like they're unstoppable. We got the assist master, score at will, most like leading scorer of all time. And then we have Kevin Durant, which is a bucket, a straight bucket. He's up there in scoring, right? So it's like, I actually don't know his exact stats, but if he got the 3 ball, he can score at will. He has LeBron throwing to him, crazy duo with Stephen Curry. We already know how he does with Kevin Durant and Allen Iverson. Okay, Allen Iverson probably wouldn't fit in this duo in real life because he likes to score. So like these two would be pulling, 3. Like he would probably just be playing the role of a spot up shooter or like last option, score. So he wouldn't fit well because he was a ball hog, and that's why I loved him so much because he just was that guy, And Steph can be the offensive guy, but he can also be a role player just fine. And then we have Shaquille O'Neal, which is grabbing every board there is. It's Shaq, and he's grabbing every offensive rebound, and he's going right back up with it to score. Nobody's stopping him, right? He's probably the greatest center of all time, and I don't know if you guys want to debate me on that, but I think so. We got Russell Westbrook. I am a huge fan of Russell Westbrook, and they did him low-key dirty in this game because I think 91 right now is the only card you can get on the auction block. There's like a 78 Russell Westbrook that is just like his normal card. but I know he has an all-star card, but I don't think it's auctionable. I don't think you can sell it because I played a guy with a 98 Russell Westbrook from the all-star game, but you couldn't sell it. I've looked it up a many times on the auction block because I really want it. Russell Westbrook is also one of my favorite players of all time, which, it's just opinion based, but he literally averaged a triple-double on this season. Like, didn't just get a lot of averaged a triple-double. So, I think the league's kind of doing him dirty right now, but it's the same thing they did to Allen Iverson and Isaiah Thomas. So, also one of my favorite players of all time. Top 5 is Stephen Curry, Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook, Isaiah Thomas, and man, I don't really have a fifth because I'm a point guard, right? A point guard in real life, that would be my position and role. So like I like point guards, so I don't really say like, oh, LeBron, oh, Kevin Durant, because it's like, yeah, they're great, but I see myself in other people. That's why I like them. Derrick Rose, prime Derrick Rose. Yep, that's number 5. So, that would have been a great card, but they don't have Derrick Roses. They make like the gap. They have like a pink diamond that's a reward for finishing stuff, and then you have nothing else. So we have James Harden. I have him as the 2 guard because he's one of the greatest 2 guards, in the league today, or maybe of all time, at least maybe top 10. I don't know. Don't debate me on it because there's a lot of good 2 guards. You have MJ, Kobe, Allen Iverson. You got all these great 2 guards, so I just think he's up there. But he doesn't have a chip, so, there's always that argument. But he's a great shooter. That's why I have him up here, because you have Russell Westbrook, the drive and kick machine, so I can literally just do that all day. James Harden's a bucket in this game. I have Kawhi Leonard just for the straight defensive. Like the defense between Zion, Kawhi, and Wilt Chamberlain is going to go crazy. That's why that was more my thinking on my bench is like more defensive. But Kawhi can get a bucket, Zion can get a bucket, and Wilt Chamberlain, come on now, he's getting a bucket. Then we have alternative cards is Kyrie. I really wanted to put Kyrie in for my 2 guard, but he's a point guard. I don't know why they have him listed as a 2 guard here. I guess because he plays with Luka and Luka is the point guard. But it's like I would never have Kyrie as a shooting guard. Like the Mavs are crazy. Like I get it, Luka's not the greatest just spot up shooter, but I could not have Kyrie playing the 2. Like that is one of the greatest ball handlers, if not the greatest ball handler of all time. And so I wanted him, but I really wanted to play with Russell Westbrook, and I really like Russell Westbrook, so I will probably alternate them 2. And as a center, Amethyst cards, if you ever play with them, they get tired really easy. You play like 2 minutes, 50 seconds into a quarter, and they're like 80 stamina. So you always just want that backup center because, a lot of these guys can play each other's positions. Jimmy can play. I also have Jimmy as a backup for, James Harden or not James Harden, Kawhi, or, I can play him in here. But I have a backup center just because that fact is you can play. A lot of these guys can play any position, but not all of them can play center. Zion could play center, but I would never run Zion as center. I want AD, Shaq, or Wilt down there. So hope you guys enjoyed my dream team squad. Put down below your Amethyst suggestions. I know I tried to do a lot of research on like what different Amethyst cards are out there, what cards I could put up. The only one I might replace is James Harden with like, I don't know, if there was like an Amethyst Kobe. Yeah, I don't know if there's an Amethyst Michael Jordan, but this is my dream team just off of personal preference and players that are super fun to play with. If you play with an Allen Iverson, it's so fun. You just absolutely cook especially against computers on domination. Like I like to play like offline game modes just because like people sweat so hard on online game modes and they don't like, this is what's kind of wrong with 2K is just people aren't good at 2K. They're good at finding exploits in the game that they can just like. I played against this dude. I don't know what card it was like a Luke Walton, like a 98 Luke Walton, and this dude was literally I think it's the out of position one where he's like a shooting guard, would literally just pull up in my mouth from like half court, bang 3, and people just do stuff like that, and they're not good at the game. They're not playing basketball. They're just walking down the court using a card that can shoot a 3-pointer in very contested, timing a jump shot, and they're just doing it over and over and over and over again. So it's like that. That's why I don't play online, because you have a lot of games like that. I've had good games on there where it's like me and this guy are like battling back and forth, but that's why I normally just go play. I do my challenges. I do stuff like that because you can have a lot of fun on this game offline and building a dream. Literally just a USA Olympic team is what I'm building over here. I feel really bad for anybody that plays us in basketball for the USA. I don't think we've lost a USA like since I've been into basketball since like 2013. I don't think we've lost one. I don't know. I could be wrong, but every single time I get interested in, I want to watch Olympic basketball, it's always like, oh, USA blew out this team by like 118-40. Like we dominate. Like, what was the team with like LeBron, KD, and all of them, and like Draymond on the team? Like, come on now. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Leave all your suggestions down below. What would you keep? What would you change? Who's your top 5? Put your top 5 in the comment. It doesn't have to be like greatest of all time. Like, we're not doing GOAT. Like, everybody has the same top 5 for GOAT, Oh, we got first 3 or Jordan or LeBron, just personal preference, whoever you think the GOAT is. Then 3 is always Kobe. And then 4 and 5 are either Shaq and like Magic Johnson. So, if you guys, I actually don't know if Magic Johnson's in everybody's top 5, but I've been watching a lot of top 5 videos and everybody's saying Magic Johnson. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Drop your top 5. Drop your changes. What cards would you want? What cards do you suggest? And I will show you guys gameplay with this if you guys want. So hopefully you guys like this, and peace out. Oh my goodness, I clicked the wrong button. Look at me go. Peace out.